Hey there, this is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach. And today in Biz Tip Tuesdays, we're going to answer a question about boosting your sales without investing a whole lot of time to produce and develop with a low content product. Let's get busy. Hey there, everyone. This is Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple coach inside of Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group. And those of you who may be watching me on my Facebook page or up on my YouTube channel, you can connect with me on all of these different links and locations as noted on my screen. So today we're going to be focusing on one particular area of our content marketing ecosystem, and it's going to be on creative visuals and how it's going to play a part when we think about low content areas. So that's where this falls in line to. Now, it also is going to touch, obviously, over a series of time inside of your email automations, with your blog and in your website. But for the most part, this is where this particular subject matter is going to lie. All right, now, um, one of the things I really wanted to just touch bases on is for people to really understand the benefits that you have and how is it you're going to be able to boost sales without having to invest a lot of money and time with a low content product. And the reason why this is something that you really want to take advantage of is that who's got time to waste? And so I want to kind of give you some of the benefits and some of the lowdown that you may not even be aware of. So it goes without saying that when making a product requires a lot of time. So even if you're in a service-based business, and then for those of you who are already product-based business and you're doing things like crafts and candles and lotions and artistry and all the things, right? That's a time, right? It's your talent and your time. So this can be a significant kind of a financial burden, right? If for many business owners and entrepreneurs alike. And so your target audience, your ideal customer, can receive high value solutions from you through a low content item without you having to invest a lot of endless hours and dollars in making that development. Now, that's not to say that the other content level producing products like you may already have aren't worthy of being where they are, but you do want to figure out where there are opportunities where you can take advantage from a time management perspective. So this is why low content products can really benefit for you. So your content efforts can be multiplied tenfold if they are done right. So what is a low content product? Number one. So the majority of products such as online courses are heavy on text or on video, whereas low content items are weak on both. So instead, they provide a very straightforward kind of a response to specific problems. And the list of like resources and notebooks and worksheets and checklists and templates and recipes are only a few examples, right? That are typical of low content items. Do any of those kind of ring a bell for you? So it's critical to realize that low content does not equate to low value. You still need to be aware of the requirements of your audience and the structure your material so in a way that's going to benefit them no matter what. And so, however, that creating that material itself requires less effort on your part and then less time. So many small business owners lack a variety of goods to support their core services. So each one of you has like your primary mode of business, like what's your primary solution, your primary service, right? Like why you got into the game in the first place, right? So for instance, if you are a coach, you might be offering a very high priced program, right? Like a grouping program, but there's nothing for potential customers, right? Because potential customers are not going to tap right into your high ticket offer when they don't really know you. So you need to be able to go right, give them something kind of like right away, but that they can tap into because they may lack those funds or the time to devote, right, months to creating a sellable product. So why sell a low content product, you might be asking. And again, if you haven't tried it, like the saying goes, don't beat it unless you've tried it. So a low content item principle, basically the principle behind it is that the benefit is that they are easy to produce. And again, it's all about time and effort. And I want you to be able to optimize and maximize on your time. So as a result, you can make as much greater quantity of goods than you might if you were writing a very lengthy text or producing several videos or photographs, right? Because that is more time taking in a sense. But they can be standalone items as well, right? That low content item can be something of low that can stand on its own, or they also can work really well as options or opt-ins. They can be add-ons to your other low-ticket items that you may be using in your sales funnel. So it goes without saying, you can do it, try it both separate as well as pairing it with other products. So there's a benefit, and there's not a lose in this situation, if you would. So for some of your customers, the advantage is that this content is aiming at helping them achieve a very particular goal, complete a very specific task, or learn something in general, right? It should be a quick win. That's the whole point, right? Quick to produce and quick for the win of your customer or your intended customer, right? So your low content product is an aid to organize or to simplify a process for your audience that they may be struggling with right away. That's leading them, right? It's just one piece that's leading them in a direction of the bigger problem. But at least now they have a start, and they're going to be able to start with you. That's the most important thing. They can start with a whole bunch of people, but why not start with you? And by providing them kind of like that breadcrumb, you're able to lead them down your sales funnel and down and having a buyer's journey at the same time. So that's how a piece with so little content can still offer value. Now, if executed properly, you have your low content items will enchant your audience, right? It'll get them to like open up their eyes and see what it has and what they have. They're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I want, right? And it's also going to be an opportunity for you to strengthen the bond that you are starting with. Remember, you're going to bring them into the fold and start to nurture them. And so a low ticket content item will allow you to do that. So it raises your client satisfaction, right? Because again, quick win as a result of giving you some repeat business and opting into one of your other offers. So what kind of low content products can you create? So start by considering the issues or the demands that your target customer has while trying to come up with an idea for your low content products. I'm just going to share with you what that could do. What could your product, your low content product, do to assist them in resolving the problem? What could it be? So here are some examples that are for you to think about that you can help in the brainstorming process. So ready? Okay. So the first one is a checklist. I love checklists because they help people to get clarity, right? It requires a simple task because you're going to like maybe do these checklists in stages, or you're going to list the things that they have to do to accomplish an ultimate goal, right? So you create a checklist that's going to clearly lay out for them steps to a process. Then people just need to work their way through it and check things off as they complete it. So what do you do? What service do you provide? What checklist do you use for yourself that you could share with your intended audience? Another item is a planner. And again, planners, take a large project or a goal and break it into steps or sections, and then create a piece of content that guides the planning for that user so that they can simply fulfill the different sections of completing their plan, right? So now, if by using a planner, for example, one of the things that I do is that if I kind of front load people with the planners, like get the plan done, and then you're ready to come over to my master class. Right? So prepare the plan. They've got all the work done. The thinking is done. You've already given them a tool to do that. So is there a planner tool that you could create for your intended audience? That's something that you probably have in your head, but could you create a planner for them to say, here's how I would map out the plan. They didn't do the work. They're not executing. They're simply planning. Trackers. This is another thing about that you can offer maybe your intended audience. Tracker systems really are going there so that they can help people stay on target. So if they have a very specific goal and there's certain things or habits, right, that you want them to create or formulate for their lifestyle, then you can help them to make sure that they're putting in the work each and every day and that they're seeing progress, no matter what it is, health, food, work, whatever type of a habit you're trying to transform a habit with them. A tracker may be a useful full content product. Is that something that you could do for your customer? Another are journals. Now, I say bring out your biz journal all the time. So here's the great thing. What's inside of a journal? Pretty much blank sheets or very little, but it's an area for you to capture content, educational type of content, or maybe for creative projects and it's for doodling, right? It's a place for people to write their own reflections and to write down ideas and to jot down things, right? That they've learned maybe even from unintended course. So could there be a journal that people could be capturing ideas so that when they then can move on to something else because they've done the due diligence of journaling and reflecting and taking those thoughts. And then the next step would be to something else. So is a journal something that you may consider wanting to put together? Another is worksheets. Just like the journals, worksheets are very helpful. They're supplemental to, again, educational content like an online course. I give them out all the time. Every time I run a challenge, you're going to get a worksheet. But sometimes I could just give the worksheet and people could just work it on their own and they'll have a very specific set of instructions and they can start working on things on their own, right? And then you can follow up with them. So is there a worksheet maybe that could be helpful for your customer, your prospects, that will help them have a quick win if they complete it? What would it be able for them to do? Another one are toolkits. So again, very low content because really you're just providing them with simple tools that they can use to, again, complete a particular task. I have tools up on my website, right? And there's my resources to help me get through the workday that I do, right? And you may want to consider something like that. In fact, let me see if I can. Do I have my tools? Hold on a second. It's going to let me do it. Here it is. So here, it's going to show me. Okay, yeah, if I didn't make it as a banner. So here's a toolkit, right? My resources. So you can go right here to keepitsimplecoach.info/resources. And that's a toolkit, right? And I laid it out there so people can have access to it. You can download the PDF and all the links are right there. So you can have all the tools that I use. Lots of them are free. Some of them may have a little bit of a fee, but try them. But again, that's very easy to put together a list of resources. Can't beat it, right? All righty. Another thing, what's another one? You've got, again, resource guides. Again, providing them with a list of resources where they can find the content or information that they need, organizing those resources so it's going to be easy for them to relocate them exactly what they need. So a resource guide is another low content art. Is that something that aligns with who you are and what you do and what the problems are for your intended audience? Calendars are another, kind of like planners, but again, ready-made calendars, like an editorial calendar. I put together my content marketing calendars, maybe something that's holiday specific, maybe something like a countdown kind of a calendar. So could calendars help to move a person's needle in some way and be a useful tool for them? And others are just templates, right? Templates are just going to be the documents that your audience is going to use or carry out a task that they undertake. And when you make the templates and you customize them for their needs, again, it's blocks of information where you would be put, but you've used yourself, and you're just sharing that with them, right? And offering, it's kind of almost like a worksheet, but you simply being able to simply plug in information that they're going to need, and without them having to sit there and recreate a product. It could, and they'll be mindful. Templates could be a Word document. They're really great as Google Docs, Google Sheets. So if you do a spreadsheet of some sort, I love the spreadsheets that I share with my clients and my customers, because they're easy to create, they're very useful. People like things to be organized, and then they're easy to share. Once you sell it, they get access to it, and you're done. Or I do a lot within Canva. You can create lovely templates in Canva and Trello, or rather, I should say Vista Create, right? So physical or digital products are both acceptable when it comes to your low content products. And the physical ones obviously are going to be more expensive, obviously, because you're going to have to create it and then be able to ship it. But you tie that service that you're going to provide with the shipping information, right? But your digital versions of the same, right? You have everything that I mentioned. You can do it as physical, or you can do it as digital. And then they're quicker, they're simpler, and of course they're easy to manufacture, because you're just putting it up on the globe and on a cloud, and you're sharing it, and it's done. Plus, the other great thing is when you do a digital type of a template, you have an ability to make the latest edits, and when they're shared, you can just let people know, hey, I've updated the file. You can go back and get an updated version of it, so they can use it again if they want. So you have that ability. So here are some tips for making a great low content product for your business. Knowing your audience well and being aware of what their needs are and the requirements are at any given time will help you to succeed when you're creating your low content item. So investigate the problem, right, that your target market is encountering. Again, what solution are you bringing to the table, right, with your talents and your background and your expertise? But now take a portion of that, like break it down. Like, what will this low content product solve? A portion of the bigger picture. Remember, the whole point to this is to bring them into the fold, to bring you down their sales funnel so that you can cultivate a relationship with them, nurture them, and then offer them something bigger and better to guide them to getting to solving the real problem. Remember, you're just solving a baby version of the problem with the low content product, but that's enough. People should feel like they got a win out the deal, and that's what you're going to help them to do with the low content product. So your offer should, or for the most part, should be able to, again, stand on its own. Or if you feel you want to supplement it with another product or goods and services, you can do that too. But these are typically good forms. They can perform best when they are in conjunction with other offers. But sometimes, truly enough, they should just be able to stand on their own. And also, it's a good test bed, right? Because you can start a business with one low content product and start to figure out, am I making the right connections with the people I want to connect with? Rather than sitting and spending a lot of time and effort. I've done it, trying to help you not do it. You don't have to sit there and write a whole course. Eventually you may want to, right? And maybe this low content product moves in that direction. But if you're first starting off as a business, why not create something simple, take it out for a test run, see what type of feedback you get from people who are using it as well. Then you know whether you're on the right track and being able to do that. And again, anything from creating a resource guide to further information to offer at the end of a course. Or if you are teaching languages, for instance, that's another like of an example, right? You might offer worksheets to go along with your instructional videos. You can pair those two up, and that can still be a low content product because you already have something that's already existing. But again, get it right, lead on its own. So how do you sell? At the end of the day, I could have created everything, but now how do I sell the low content product? So usually low content products are sold at a very low price point, right? They don't have to. You can start, is some people call low ticket $3,000. It just depends, right? But in this particular case, we're talking about a low price item. low ticket, right? So the strategy here is to sell as many products as possible rather than selling just a few high price items that are tagged high, right? Because you're less likely to get as many of those low ones when people don't know you yet. So particularly if you're just starting out, you don't have a following yet. You're just starting out, but people will be willing to part with a small amount of money because they see value in what you have to offer and they've read your story and they made some type of a connection. So you have that. So with this method, you are earning by selling at volume. Okay. So there are a lot of benefits, of course, to giving away this kind of offer, right, as a freebie as well. So your customers are happy because, it might raise the value in the purchase by giving it away, like an illustration. But you might provide a free package of templates to accompany a video course. That's one way of looking at it. But in order to draw your customers to your sales funnel, a low product, a low content product, I should say, are particularly helpful as lead magnets, right? A planner, a journal. I use them as my lead magnets. So for you, for instance, providing a list of the free resources in exchange for somebody giving you your email list and getting on your list so that you can nurture that relationship and start eventually to market other products. That's the name of the game. So again, your low content products also work really well for bump orders, right? So an order bump is a low cost offer you're going to make at a point of checkout. So maybe they chose to take your master class and they're choosing to pay the, 197. But you can say, hey, for just $16 more, you can get this. That's a compliment to whatever that other item is, right? And people's like, oh, you know what? That's not really a bad idea. I know I should use it. And you put a simple language to that. Buy now button is right there. And now that offer is going to appear as a complimentary product for just a few dollars more, right? So that's one way of you being able to sell. So again, how to benefit from a low content product. What kind of low content product, now that I've shared all of this with you, is best for your business? Take a look. A good rule of thumb, though, is that a low content product should be easy to create, easily affordable, and be used over and over again. Because if it's digital, I can keep using it over and over again. And people will say, well, that's a great investment, right? Return on my investment. Even though the investment was small, people need to feel like they got something good out the deal. So the product needs to be relevant as well to your audience. It shouldn't be something awesome pie out of the sky and I'll never use it again and throw it in the back seat or put it in the freezer, right? It should be providing value while taking a little time and a little bit of effort for you to create. So once you learned how to create a great offer, you can use your low content products in every area of your business. Once you get started, you're kind of going to get hooked, actually. So are you ready to take action? I think you are. So what I want to share with you is I have this week released our Create Your Low Content Product 5-day email challenge. So what I've done for you is I've taken my 5 key steps that I go through with you, and I share my little secrets and the tools so that you can create a low content product, simple and of high value to give to your ideal customers as a quick win and get your relation starting off on a wonderful start. So everything you get coaching, you're getting training, and you're getting resources all bundled into one over a 5-day period. So what you're going to be able to do is over here on, I'm going to show it here on the screen. Okay, I'll put it inside of the, okay, yeah. I'll put it inside. This is the link that you can get it to as well, but I'll put it inside of the website once the video is posted inside of Facebook. So you'll see both. All right, and then you'll be able to take advantage of that. And you will go to a screen. Let's see if I can plug it up here real quick and show you guys. Oh, and I wanted to choose the trade. I wanted another one. Okay, hold on. There we go. And so let me share my screen real quick. La, la, la. All right, so when you click on the link below in this video, you're going to take you to the offer page. And this is the email 5-day challenge you're going to be able to sign up for. And right now, it's regularly $47. I'm selling it is on sale. I'm promoting it for now at $27. However, what you can do is there is a promo link. Hold on, let me make sure I do it right. Did I send it over in the right direction? Here we go. You can use low content 50 and you're going to be able to get 50% savings. If you watch this video, you get to get the savings. Okay, I'm going to put it on as a banner because I think that's how it's going to have to go for today. My other screen thing isn't working. Okay, there you go. So go to the link, use the promo code low content 50, and there you're going to receive an additional 50% off the savings and then register. So what will that mean? So what that means is that each and every day, you are going to get a daily email from me as a reminder. You're going to get your video coaching. You're going to get your audio link too. So if you want to have the convenience of listening and on the go, you can do that too. You're going to get your action task for you to reach the goal at the end of the 5 days, which is to have your low content product created or damn well close. And then you'll be able to have access to the online community for you to share your progress. And also, hey, share your offer. That's part of the deal. When you get to be in the Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group, you get to share your offers with your peers. And you never know, there's someone in our group who needs what you have to offer. Never discount what people need until you offer it and share it with them. Okay? Now, the other bonus by coming into this class is you're going to get your own platform where you'll be able to create your landing page. You're going to be able to have a checkout and a thank you page to take your product live. That's the other bonus that you get when you join up for the 5-day challenge. This version is the email version. So you'll get an email each day over the 5-day period. So I'm hoping that you will take advantage of that. All righty. So again, how can you boost your business without having to invest a lot of time in product development with a low content product? So I hope that you see this of value, and each and every day you can head on over to Content Creation Tips and More Facebook group. Just type in smallbizsociety.com. Now, hey, if you haven't started a business yet, but your low content offer could be the way to go, I want you to head on over to the Busy 9-to-5ers Hive. That's where you can start your side gig, and a low content product could be part of that plan. So head on over there if you'd like, and I'll be happy to help you do that as well. And you certainly too sign up for the 5-day challenge, and don't forget to get your starter kit your starter kit so that you can have a business starting off on the right foot as well. As always, this is Dr. Yam. I am your Keep It Simple coach. And until next time, let's get busy. Take care.